Salut à tous, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une nouvelle vidéo, la 62e sur Genshin Impact. Donc on va continuer à la suite de la semaine dernière sur une nouvelle quête et un nouveau chapitre de l'histoire. Donc j'ai avancé un petit peu sur un parti pas très intéressant, donc on va devoir, avec l'aide de Naida toujours, s'emparer, enfin convaincre Cetaria, et on va s'emparer de personnes qu'elle fréquente souvent pour la convaincre à rejoindre notre cause. Donc c'est là où on va commencer, c'est le début là, tout juste en train de commencer le vif du sujet.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is a very different... are you still...
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking...
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Oh, je crois que c'est ça.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like...
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project?
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the...
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious.
Please pay... The gods are asking Cetaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking?
Cetaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the god. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to...
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Ok, donc là on a réussi à la convaincre avec elle. Enfin, ça a l'air un peu mitigé quand même.
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. Well done. Cetaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of
Heureusement que je
nowhere
lis
is weird.
les conversations par
That
moment
must have
parce
shaken
que
her to the core. Aw, Nahida. All I know are some abstract Haraba taught theories. In any case, my time with you... Anyway, enough of that. That King's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him, right?
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. Actually, while we're talking about him,
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, Faith in he has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret.
Akeem, you don't mean...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one...
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! I had no idea you'd be so good at this.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain...
Ok, donc là on devrait aller à... Oh,
Come on! Sataria's always...
on devrait aller au restaurant là.
So, Shishan, have you noticed, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Ouf, ça je sais plus si c'est au grenier ou au sous-sol. On va prendre le sous-sol.
Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report and...
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could...
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards, which...
This is the most important part of all...
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me, Please, try to remain calm, miss. Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their... Heretics? What kind of... King Deshret? Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead.
Miss Sataria, nothing.
You know my name.
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
C'est une sorte de propagande, hein.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding... I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sick. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt all...
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your...
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia. If you could provide some assistance in this matter,
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance, please tell me, what
How much do you...
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around this, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's best. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage.
Ah oui, ok, je me souviens.
Outside of the project.
C'est celle qui était à côté du monsieur qui a annulé le spectacle. Ok, c'est bon, j'ai la ref.
Through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be...
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safe.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to
that'll depend on the
Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to us. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars.
Bon, on va passer. C'est là du coup. Je crois que c'est 19h. Hein. C'est parti.
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect... Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just if something were to happen. My existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the Academia should still be unable to... Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's off? What do you feel is up? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's No, I think she's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire... Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract... I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. Well, regardless...
Allez, go.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Ça va être la misère.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Ok.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Samara City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, All these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a fatui harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
C'est stylé quand même. Bon, on a un nouveau boss du coup. J'aurais bien voulu le taper, hein.
This should be far enough. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new harbinger here, let alone such a high rank. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must... Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in... But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah. Things would be a lot easier. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't... you mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were... Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know there's no time to lose. Let's go to...
Bon, je pense pas que ça sert à quelque chose de continuer une nouvelle quête. Donc on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Donc un nouveau chapitre qui a l'air plutôt sympa avec un vrai boss cette fois à tuer. Ou peut-être à combattre, on ne le tuera peut-être pas parce que si c'est numéro 2 quand même, ça me semble bizarre de le tuer. On verra ça la semaine prochaine. Moi je vous dis passez une bonne semaine et bon courage si vous travaillez. À la semaine prochaine. Ciao.